So, hello everyone. This is RJ Saankya welcoming you to TALRadio, where we shine a spotlight on organizations and individuals making remarkable differences in the world. So, stay with us today for an inspiring program as we delve into the impactful work of an organization dedicated to empowering individuals and strengthening communities across California. So today I'm introducing you to Community Action Partnership of San Luis Obispo County, that is CAPSLO in short, a nonprofit agency committed to helping people and changing lives. Serving over 26,000 individuals across Central and Southern California, CAPSLO focuses on programs that promote self sufficiency, including early education, family support services, homeless services, and energy conservation. And their mission to empower individuals and families to achieve economic stability and enhance their quality of life has been there for the whole time. And to guide us through this wonderful organization, we have a very special guest joining us today, who is Loren Leidinger, the Outreach and Development Director at CAPSLO. And Loren leads the planning team, overseeing grant writing, reporting, and contract processing, while also managing community outreach efforts. Her passion for community services and fundraising has been a driving force in her career, making a significant impact through her work at CAPSLO. So, without a further ado, let's welcome Loren onto the show. Hi, Loren. How are you doing?
Hi, wonderful. How are you today?
Good. I'm good. So, let's get into the questions today. So, can you share us your story about how you first became involved with CAPSLO and what exactly motivated you to dedicate your career to this organization?
Yes. Well, I've worked in the nonprofit, um, sector for 25 plus years now. I kind of fell into it and loved working for nonprofit organizations that help people, and that the bottom line is to help others, as opposed to kind of increase the bottom line of the work as a for-profit organization or company would do. So I when I moved back here to California, to San Luis Obispo County, I was working with the American Red Cross, and I had in that role, I worked with lots of different organizations to help the community be prepared for disasters and emergencies and respond to emergencies and things like that. And through that network, I got to know some of the folks at Community Action Partnership of San Luis Obispo, CAPSLO. I was serving on the board with CAPSLO's deputy director, and she let me know that they were in the process of creating a new position, this outreach and development position. And I thought, wow, this seems like an amazing opportunity. I really was excited to work with an organization that was locally based and doing, local work for folks in California. That was their goal. And everything kind of fell into place, and I was able to join the CAPSLO team almost exactly 6 years ago. So it's been a wonderful, being a part of the team and being able to really, kind of start up a new department at CAPSLO to do more outreach in the community and to folks that have the capacity to support the organization's mission. So it's really, really been a great progression of my career to be a part of nonprofit organizations and to be serving with CAPSLO to help further the mission.
All right. So this is a question to get a little brief about CAPSLO. So can you discuss the specific challenges that communities go through and the challenges that CAPSLO serves and how the organization exactly addresses those challenges? Can you tell us a little about that?
Absolutely, yes. Well, CAPSLO's mission is basically to help people who are experiencing poverty become self-sufficient. And our organization was started in 1965, so this is our 60th anniversary year. And every other year, we do a community needs assessment to, survey and interview the whole community. So people who are partners, people who work, in public service organizations, people who are experiencing poverty, and we determine what the needs are of the community. And from there, we develop programs to serve others. So what constantly kind of comes up in those surveys is, housing, stability, child care, and we'll get kind of the third one will usually be access to health care and or food stability or instability in the community. So we over the years have developed different programs to help folks experiencing poverty, and our main goal is to get people the resources, the education, the tools they need to be able to become self-sufficient. So I think we all know living in California, I mean, it's a huge challenge. It's very expensive to live here. And housing is short. Affordable housing is really, really needed. It's definitely needed in our community. It's, I'm sure you can relate. It's very expensive to live here. So we have families who just are having trouble making ends meet, basically. So, we have different programs to help people either prevent them being evicted from their homes or to help families in crisis, kind of a variety of things. But the main purpose, I'm sure we'll kind of get into some of the programs later, but the main purpose is to help people be self-sufficient, to keep them in their homes and to keep them stable, basically.
Yeah, got it. So, how does CAPSLO's planning team approach grant writing and development to support the organization's diverse initiatives?
Yes, it is quite an ongoing challenge and opportunity. We have a wonderful grant writing team that basically works with all of our different programs. We have over 28 different programs serving the community, and we meet with each of those program directors regularly to understand what the needs are of the community, what innovative programs they'd like to develop, or what they need to serve the community in their capacity. And then we obviously look for grant opportunities and work with funders to apply for grants. And when you apply for a grant, we have a lot of experience, and that comes in handy because you need to have a kind of a good infrastructure so that you can not only apply for the grant, but you need to have a budget. You need to have the details of the program, and the funder needs to be comfortable in understanding that you have the capacity to carry out the program that you're proposing, that you will assist the people that you say you will, and that you can report on how the funds were used. So we work a lot, like I said, with programs to help them develop those programs, but also to figure out what are the outcomes and outputs of the program, like how are we really going to make an impact. So we just have some wonderful very, very smart writers and people who have worked in the organization for many, many, many years, who bring their skills and their knowledge to helping us win grants so that we can support the community. So, I think people don't realize in California, there are millions of people who are supported by nonprofit organizations. I mean, us as employees, as workers, are supported through our roles, and we support our families, and then we get to support others in helping them achieve their goals. So there are so many organizations and people that are served by nonprofits in California.
Wonderful. So, Lauren, can you share us a success story that you've witnessed up close in your tenure at CAPSLO?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Give us the best one.
We actually have a YouTube channel, so I would encourage anyone hearing this to visit our YouTube channel. I think it's called The Cap of Slow, and we have success stories. You can actually see the people and hear directly their stories. But one that stands out to me at the moment is the story of Brian and his daughter. Brian had been living on the streets for over 12 years in San Luis Obispo. And we used to see him kind of sitting outside of one of our local stores in our downtown area. And we have outreach staff that will, come and, make contact with people and see kind of what they're going through, if they'd like any help, if they'd like to come to our homeless services center. So over, I don't know, probably 30 different touches. So sometimes people just, they don't trust organizations that they say, people that they say they're going to do what they say they're going to do to help them. So he was really resistant, and it took a lot of just kind of touching base, just, hey, how are you doing? Bringing him a cup of coffee, getting to know him over many, 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 many months. And eventually we learned that he was a veteran. So we have a program specifically for homeless vets. So we introduced him to one of our outreach workers that works in, with homeless vets. And he again, over, a long period of time, built trust with this person. And eventually, Brian agreed to, help fill out, basically to give us more information about his past. And we were able to apply for some benefits through the Veterans, Department, and started getting him applying for housing for him. And he did have a daughter. I guess she's about 30. So, and she has special needs. So, we really, really wanted to get them off the street. So, just through building trust, we were able to get him housed, able to start getting him some benefits to help pay for some food. And they've been housed now for, gosh, several months now, stably. And they have a dog that also, was with them on the street. And that was also a barrier actually to him wanting to get help. Was a lot of places don't allow dogs, into their shelters, or, things like that. And he didn't want to split up his little family, which was him, the dog, and the daughter. So we were able to work through all of that, and they are housed and doing really well. And I think it just shows that, you really have to be persistent, and you really have to be honest and trustworthy, and really stick with people, when they're really struggling, because it takes a lot for someone who's lived on the street for that long to really be able to trust someone, So it's just really a sweet story, and just so great to see them housed.
Wonderful. That's so sweet. So, how does CAPSLO engage with diverse communities with its services to ensure that there's inclusivity in the program?
Oh, definitely. Yes. We work with all segments of our community. We have various different programs. Pretty much, we've been in the county for 60 years now. So we partner with everyone and make sure that all other organizations know what our services are. That's kind of one of my roles too, to make sure that people understand all the services that we provide. And we work with, all peoples, whatever their gender, their ethnic backgrounds, age, abilities, disabilities. We serve everyone, and you can see that just through some of our programs. With Head Start and Migrant Seasonal Head Start programs, which serve 0 to 5-year-olds, all the way through to folks that are experiencing Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia, when they're seniors. So we serve all peoples through all the life cycles, kind of wherever they kind of get stuck and need support. And again, we partner with everyone. So all of the different organizations, we make sure we have some indigenous communities from Mexico, the Mixteco community. We make sure that our outreach workers are trained and, can understand different communities and meet their needs, based on, their cultural, backgrounds. So.
Wonderful. Great. So, I would like to know, how does CAPSLO collaborate with other organizations and stakeholders to enhance its program and reach?
Absolutely, yeah. One of the ways is through those community needs assessments. So we reach out to all of the organizations to get their input as to what they're seeing with what the need is in our community. Just kind of thinking about our homeless services, we have what's called our 40 Prado Homeless Services Center, and just out of that program of homeless services, we have over 140 different partners. So we have partners that come into the homeless, center to provide services. We refer people out. We partner. So, partnership is in our name, community action
Yeah.
partnership. So we have program staff that sit on different boards throughout the county, so that they can understand what the need is, and then also can provide input based on what we see in our programs. So we're everywhere in the
Yeah.
county,
Yeah.
so that people can see us as a resource for the community.
Great. So, what challenges has CAPSLO faced in its mission, and how have you and your team overcome them?
Hmm. I think, each program is different. So, there'll be kind of different scenarios. I can think about, some of our programs like our adult day center or homeless services center. Often, the challenges can be programmatic, or maybe they can be, financial to help sustain, those programs. Sometimes, we have to, maybe the community is upset because there's,
Mhm.
too many homeless people or something. But, we always work with, our partners in the community to make sure that, that we kind of solve problems that are, within our control. A lot of the work that I do in outreach and development has to do with, raising awareness about all the programs that we have, and also what the needs are, so that, if we have homeless clients who need sleeping bags, or kind of other things, that I can reach out to the community to meet those needs, but also financial needs, of course. So it's a challenge kind of making everything add up sometimes. We have so many services available, and just making sure that we can fully fund the mission of the organization or the different programs, can be a challenge. We usually end up breaking even and doing well
Yeah.
with that, but definitely can be challenging throughout the year, wondering if we'll get funded for certain programs, and if we'll have the support that we need. Sometimes we have special, things break down, and you
Yeah.
need an
Definitely.
air conditioner, at a building, or you need to do some repairs, and it's like, oh my God, how are we going to do this? So,
Yeah.
that's when, we really pull together and, figure out how we're going to get something funded or get something fixed or done, because,
Yeah.
the buck stops with us, right?
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So, my next question would be, how do you envision CAPSLO, or like share us your future, like your vision for the future of CAPSLO and the communities it serves?
Yeah. We definitely want to see our community as a place where everyone has a voice, everyone's self-sufficient, and, their needs are met. We want to see a community where we're all working together. So, public agencies, private organizations, individual citizens, are all working together for each other, to see each other as, a vital part of the community, and to see everyone's needs met. That's kind of like the ultimate vision,
Mhm.
really, is that everyone's needs are met, everyone is fulfilled, everyone is self-sufficient in our community. And, we want to be a part of, putting those pieces together so that, everyone can really thrive, in our society and in San Luis Obispo County in particular, I guess.
Yeah.
So really, pulling together our expertise over these 60 years of helping people and changing lives, and um, our capacity to build partnerships to really, make this world a better place.
Wonderful. So, Lauren, reflecting on your journey with CAPSLO, what accomplishments are you most proud of, and what are your aspirations moving forward?
Oh, wow. It's there's so many things that that I've been able to do as, just a worker, an employee, at a community action partnership of San Luis Obispo County. I mean, just building our planning team to have these wonderful people and writers. You've received some really great, impactful grants that are really going to take us to a new level. We received a really large gift from the Day One Families First Fund, which is helping us put together ideas around building a family resource center and shelter in our community. I've, been able to build relationships with the media to help, get more information out about what people are going through in our community and how they can be helped. And just being able to do things like this. I mean, I love, talking about what CAPSLO does and spreading the word, and in general, just community action. There's a community action in every county of the country, pretty much. So everywhere, whether people know it or not, this work is being done, and there are people working to, help people and change lives. So it's just really been amazing to be a part of this kind of movement of helping others. I really can't imagine any place I'd rather be to do this work and to be able to help, humanity in this way. So I've just been honored to be a part of this organization.
Yeah, yeah. Seems like your job is really fulfilling to you, right?
It is
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
So, before we wrap up, we're almost there for the last question. So, how can our listeners contribute to this cause? And could you guide us through how they can donate or get involved in any way possible?
Absolutely. Yes. I would encourage folks to visit our website, which is capslo.org. From there, you can learn more about our programs, make a donation if you're moved to do so. Like us on social media. We're always posting wonderful stories and information about the community. And, I mentioned before about our YouTube channel, which just has some amazing videos. I would really, really urge folks to go and see those. If you're feeling down in your day, just go watch one of those videos and you will feel so much better about, your life and,
Definitely.
what's happening in the community.
Absolutely. So it's a lovely day talking to you. It's a lot of insight that we've got from you about the organization. And for the listeners who wish to support CAPSLO, can, as she told, go visit their donation page for more information. And I really hope that our listeners will contribute to this vital cause. And thanks a lot, Lauren, for sharing your insights and experiences. It was truly inspiring to have you onto the show.
Oh, thank you, Saankya. It was an honor to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lauren. So that was Loren Leidinger, Outreach Development Director at CAPSLO. I hope that you find this interview insightful, and we'll be back with more inspirational stories. Until then, stay tuned to Tal Radio, powered by Touch Your Life Foundation. And this is me, RJ Saankya, signing off for today. Take care.